A powerful truth is hidden within some of the darkest seasons of life. The struggle that seemed determined to destroy you, the force that appeared again and again whenever progress was close, may have been part of a much deeper story than anyone realized. Many chosen ones reach a point where they begin to notice something strange. Battles that once felt relentless suddenly lose their intensity. Obstacles that stood like walls begin to weaken. Pressure that followed them for years starts to fade. The question is why. There are moments when spiritual events unfold beyond human understanding. Events that remain unseen, yet leave clear marks on a person's journey. Throughout history, stories have emerged of people who faced extraordinary resistance before stepping into their purpose. The closer they came to their breakthrough, the stronger the attacks became. Yet hidden within these accounts is a mystery that very few people talk about. Sometimes the very force sent to stop a divine assignment ends up becoming a witness to it. Sometimes an enemy encounters something so powerful that its original mission begins to change. Tonight's message explores a shocking possibility, a possibility that may explain certain battles, delays, and unexpected shifts that have taken place in your own life. There are spiritual principles that many people overlook. There are hidden patterns that reveal why some attacks suddenly lose their power. There are deeper reasons why certain chosen ones continue moving forward despite overwhelming resistance. As this story unfolds, you will discover why darkness often targets those carrying a great purpose, why the fiercest battles usually appear before major breakthroughs, and why some spiritual assignments fail in ways that nobody expects. You will learn about the signs that reveal a breakthrough is approaching. You will understand why every setback carried a lesson, why every challenge revealed hidden strength, and why the pressure around your life may have been exposing something extraordinary within you. Along the way, we will uncover lesser-known spiritual insights that have inspired people for generations, insights that continue to raise questions about the unseen battles taking place around us every day. Stay with us until the very end, because the final revelation may completely change the way you view the struggles you have faced. The answer behind your delays, your resistance, and your survival through difficult seasons may be far different from what you expected. Piece by piece, the mystery will unfold, leading to a conclusion that many people never see coming. Welcome to our channel, where we explore powerful messages, spiritual mysteries, and life-changing truths. If you enjoy content that inspires, challenges, and encourages you to see beyond the surface, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. Now, let us begin uncovering the extraordinary story behind the force that was sent against a chosen one and the unexpected reason its mission could never be completed. There comes a moment in the life of every chosen one when something shifts in the spiritual atmosphere around them. It is not always visible, and it rarely arrives with a clear announcement. Yet from that point forward, life seems to follow a different path. Being a chosen one does not mean living without hardship. In many cases, it means carrying a purpose that extends beyond ordinary expectations. It means possessing gifts, strengths, and potential that have been placed within you for a reason. Long before success becomes visible, long before doors begin to open, that purpose already exists. This is why breakthrough often attracts resistance. The greater the assignment, the greater the opposition that appears around it. Many people destined for meaningful impact find themselves facing unusual struggles that seem larger than their circumstances. Challenges arise at critical moments. Delays appear when progress feels closest. Opportunities seem within reach, only for unexpected obstacles to emerge. These experiences can feel confusing because they often go beyond normal difficulties. According to many spiritual traditions, forces of darkness pay attention to potential long before the world sees results. They recognize signs of purpose before achievements become visible. They notice the future hidden inside a person while that person is still struggling through ordinary days. This is why certain battles begin years before a breakthrough arrives. The resistance is often connected to where a person is going rather than where they currently stand. While others see limitations, unseen forces may already be reacting to a destiny that has yet to fully unfold. Once a destiny is marked for something greater, resistance often begins to move with purpose. Many chosen ones spend years believing that their struggles are random, when in reality the attacks seem carefully aimed at the areas that matter most. The goal is rarely immediate destruction. Instead, the assignment focuses on slowing progress and weakening resolve over time. Fear becomes one of the primary tools. Fear whispers that failure is inevitable. It creates doubts during important moments and makes opportunities appear more dangerous than they truly are. Alongside fear comes delay. Doors that should have opened quickly remain closed. Plans take longer than expected. Progress feels frustratingly slow, causing many people to question whether they are moving in the right direction at all. Confusion often follows close behind. Decisions become harder to make. Directions that once seemed clear suddenly feel uncertain. The mind becomes crowded with questions and second guesses. Then isolation begins to take hold. Relationships shift. Support becomes difficult to find. A person may feel separated from those around them, even while standing in a crowded room. Discouragement eventually settles in, convincing many that their efforts are meaningless, and that surrender would be easier than continuing forward. This pattern appears repeatedly in the lives of many chosen ones. They experience these pressures without recognizing the deeper battle taking place beneath the surface. What makes the situation even more serious is how persistent the assignment can become. Every step forward seems to trigger another challenge. Every sign of growth attracts fresh resistance. The closer a person moves toward purpose, the more intense the pressure can appear, creating the sense that an unseen force is determined to prevent something important from ever coming to pass. Then, something unexpected began to happen. The story that seemed headed toward defeat started to take a different direction. The pressure remained, the obstacles continued to appear, and the challenges still tested every part of your strength. Yet despite everything that was happening, you kept moving forward. Day after day, you found a way to continue. When fear tried to silence you, you kept believing. When disappointment arrived, you kept standing. When answers seemed distant, you continued searching. A turning point was quietly forming beneath the surface. Although very few could see it at the time, the force assigned to wear you down had expected a different outcome. It expected exhaustion to overcome you. It expected frustration to break your focus. Instead, it witnessed something it could not easily understand. It saw your prayers during moments when nobody else knew what you were carrying. It saw the nights when you spoke words of faith even while uncertainty surrounded you. It saw the determination that remained alive inside you after every setback. Time after time, situations that should have ended your progress only revealed more of your strength. As the struggle continued, a strange pattern emerged. The attacks were producing results opposite to their original purpose. Hardship was creating endurance. Delays were building patience. Challenges were uncovering wisdom. Every attempt to weaken your spirit seemed to reveal another layer of resilience. The assignment remained active, yet something within the atmosphere was beginning to shift. The same force that had been watching for signs of surrender was now witnessing a level of perseverance that refused to disappear, and with every passing season, that reality became harder to ignore. The reason your spirit could not be broken was never found in your circumstances. It was found in the persistence that continued to rise within you every time life tried to push you down. Persistence carries a quiet power. It does not always announce itself with dramatic moments or visible victories. Sometimes it appears through simple decisions made every day. The decision to keep believing, the decision to keep moving forward, the decision to keep standing when everything around you suggests that giving up would be easier. Many people underestimate the strength of persistence because its results often develop slowly, yet it remains one of the most powerful forces in any spiritual journey. Genuine faith operates in a similar way. It reaches beyond what can be seen and touches both the physical and spiritual dimensions of life. Faith influences choices, attitudes, and actions in the visible world while also shaping unseen realities that many people never fully understand. During seasons of hardship, faith becomes more than a belief. It becomes a source of endurance. It allows a person to continue walking even when the destination remains hidden. Pressure has a unique way of revealing what already exists beneath the surface. When difficulties increased, they exposed strengths that may have remained undiscovered during easier seasons. Every challenge uncovered greater patience. Every setback revealed deeper determination. Every attack pulled back another layer, exposing qualities that had been quietly developing for years. The very forces meant to weaken you were bringing hidden greatness into the light, revealing pieces of your purpose that could only emerge through the fire of adversity. As time passed, a strange contradiction began to emerge. The force that had been assigned to stop your progress appeared to be facing an unexpected problem. Symbolically speaking, its mission depended on your defeat, your surrender, and your willingness to abandon the path set before you. Yet every effort designed to weaken you seemed to produce the opposite effect. The pressure remained intense, but instead of collapsing beneath it, you adapted. Instead of becoming smaller, you grew stronger. Instead of losing direction, you gained a deeper understanding of who you were becoming. This created a spiritual conflict that could not be ignored. Every setback carried a lesson that increased your wisdom. Every disappointment strengthened your patience. Every season of waiting developed qualities that success alone could never teach. The assignment expected fear to control your decisions, yet hardship taught you courage. It expected delays to drain your hope, yet waiting taught you endurance. It expected confusion to distract you from your purpose, yet each challenge pushed you to seek greater clarity and deeper faith. The more resistance appeared, the more transformation took place within you. The very experiences meant to hold you back were shaping the person you needed to become. The target was no longer the same person who had entered the battle years earlier. Strength had replaced weakness. Experience had replaced uncertainty. Wisdom had replaced impulsiveness. With every challenge, your character continued to evolve. The assignment was designed to stop a destiny before it unfolded, but each attack seemed to accelerate the growth necessary for that destiny to emerge, creating a situation where the mission itself was gradually losing its ability to achieve its original purpose. For a long time, the delays may have seemed like evidence that nothing was moving forward. Opportunities slipped away, timelines changed, plans took longer than expected. At certain moments it felt as though progress had completely stopped. Yet beneath the surface, a different story was unfolding. Some delays were never meant to deny your future. They were preparing you for it. While you focused on those closed doors in front of you, deeper work was taking place within you. The waiting season was shaping qualities that could not be developed through comfort or instant success. Many of the most important battles were happening beyond what could be seen. While outward circumstances appeared unchanged, hidden struggles were taking place in the background. Certain lessons required time to take root. Certain weaknesses needed to be exposed and strengthened. Certain perspectives needed to mature before the next chapter could safely begin. Growth was happening quietly, often without immediate evidence. Wisdom was being formed through experience. Character was being refined through challenges that tested patience, discipline, and faith. Even the losses that felt painful carried a purpose that was difficult to recognize at the time. Some relationships ended because they could not accompany you where you were going. Some opportunities disappeared because they were too small for the future ahead. Some disappointments redirected your path towards something far greater than your original plans. What appeared to be setbacks were often creating space for new possibilities. Every delay, every lesson, and every difficult season was gradually positioning you for responsibilities, opportunities, and blessings that required a stronger version of the person you were becoming. As the breakthrough draws closer, many chosen ones begin noticing subtle changes in their lives. One of the most surprising signs is an increase in resistance. Challenges may seem to intensify without warning. Unexpected obstacles appear. Small problems suddenly feel larger than usual. Situations that seemed under control become more demanding. At first glance, this can feel discouraging. Yet many people throughout history have observed that resistance often grows strongest just before a major shift takes place. The pressure creates the impression that something important is approaching. At the same time, another change begins to emerge. In the middle of uncertainty and chaos, an unexpected sense of peace starts to develop. Circumstances may remain difficult, yet a quiet confidence begins to settle within. The fear that once dominated every thought gradually loses its grip. Instead of reacting to every challenge with panic, there is a growing sense that everything is moving toward a greater purpose. New opportunities also begin appearing in unexpected ways. Conversations lead to possibilities. Doors that were once closed show signs of opening. Ideas become clearer. Direction becomes easier to recognize. Along with these changes comes a stronger conviction deep within. There is a growing certainty that you are moving towards something meaningful, even when every detail remains unknown. Many chosen ones also notice that they feel different from the people around them. Old habits lose their appeal. Certain environments no longer feel comfortable. The vision for the future becomes stronger than the desire to remain where they once were, creating a quiet awareness that life is entering a completely new season. As the journey continued, it became increasingly clear that the attacks were losing the influence they once held. The same pressures that had once created fear no longer carried the same power. The same obstacles that once seemed overwhelming were now being faced with greater confidence and understanding. This shift happened because darkness can resist a divine purpose for a season, but it cannot permanently erase what has been established for a greater reason. Resistance may slow progress, create challenges, and test determination, yet it often reaches a point where it can no longer achieve the outcome it was originally assigned to produce. Perseverance plays a powerful role in this process. Every day that you continue moving forward weakens the force of opposition. Every challenge that fails to stop you reduces its ability to control your future. Opposition often depends on exhaustion, discouragement, and surrender. When those things fail to take root, the pressure gradually begins to lose its effectiveness. The battle may continue, but the results start changing. Instead of creating weakness, it produces strength. Instead of creating doubt, it develops conviction. Instead of creating defeat, it builds resilience. What makes this transformation so remarkable is that the very experiences designed to destroy your confidence ended up revealing your true capabilities. The storms exposed your endurance. The delays revealed your patience. The disappointments uncovered your faith. Every difficult season added another layer of strength to your character. With each challenge overcome, momentum continued building. The person who once struggled to survive was becoming someone prepared to step into greater opportunities, greater responsibilities, and a future that was drawing closer with every passing day. A powerful shift is beginning to take place. The season that felt endless is starting to give way to something new. The struggles that once dominated your attention are losing their hold, and the lessons gathered through every difficult chapter are becoming part of the foundation for what comes next. For a long time, it may have seemed as though progress was hidden behind closed doors, but every step of the journey has been moving toward this moment. The waiting, the challenges, the disappointments, and the victories that arrived in small pieces have all been preparing the way for a greater season ahead. This is why it is important to remember who you are. You are a chosen one, someone whose path has never been ordinary. The battles you faced were never random. The resistance you encountered was connected to the purpose you carry. Every struggle contained a lesson. Every delay developed patience. Every obstacle strengthened qualities that could not have been built any other way. Even the moments that felt confusing were shaping wisdom that will serve you in the future. Now there is a growing sense that new opportunities are drawing closer. Doors that once seemed impossible are beginning to move. Ideas are becoming clearer. Confidence is replacing uncertainty. The strength gained through hardship is becoming visible in ways that others can recognize. Keep moving forward with determination. Keep trusting the growth that has taken place within you. The path ahead holds possibilities that once seemed distant, and with every step, the anticipation grows stronger as the next chapter continues to unfold before you. As we reach the end of this journey, one truth stands out above everything else. The attacks that once seemed determined to stop you became part of the process that strengthened you. The fear that tried to hold you back taught you courage. The delays that tested your patience developed wisdom. The struggles that appeared to block your path revealed strength you never knew you possessed. What began as a season of resistance slowly transformed into a season of growth, preparation, and breakthrough. Every challenge carried a purpose. Every difficult moment added another piece to the person you were becoming. While the battle felt painful at times, it was also shaping your character, deepening your faith, and preparing you for opportunities that could only be trusted to a stronger version of yourself. The very things that were meant to weaken your spirit ended up revealing the greatness hidden within you. Most importantly, your story is still being written. This chapter is not the end. There are still doors waiting to open. There are still blessings waiting to arrive. There are still dreams waiting to come to life. The purpose placed upon your life continues moving forward, and every lesson you have learned is becoming part of the foundation for the future ahead. No matter how difficult the road has been, there is reason to keep believing, keep growing, and keep walking toward the destiny that has been calling your name all along. If this message spoke to your heart, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring and uplifting content. Your support helps us continue sharing messages of hope, purpose, and encouragement with people around the world. Now, before you go, we would love to hear from you. Looking back on your journey, which struggle ended up making you stronger than you ever expected? And do you believe it was preparing you for a breakthrough that is still unfolding? Share your thoughts in the comments below.